Hello, this is Photography Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Virtua Striker 2 version 2000.1. The game was originally released on the Sega Dreamcast and in the arcades. Virtua Striker 2 is an arcade football game developed by Genki and Sega AM2. Okay, what's it like to play? Well, control wise, being an arcade game, it's pretty simple stuff with buttons for shooting, short or long passes and slide tackles. And that's pretty much it. You can't change players manually, you can't hold off opponents with your physicality, you can't do silly tricks. It's old school, no nonsense arcade football at its finest. Now, like most old school football games, it does have its issues, the lack of control being the main one. Like, it feels as if your players have a mind of their own sometimes, and this can be very annoying when you're trying to close down an opponent. It's also really challenging to do any substantial build-up play, and games end up being these chaotic end-to-end matches where you just try and get a shot off as soon as possible. Now, this is both Virtua Striker 2's weakness, but it's also its strength. Each match feels like you're in the last 2 minutes of a cup final. Chaos is unfolding before your eyes, and you're just desperately trying to find a moment of calm to pick out the right ball and smash it into the net. It's pure chaos most of the time, and anyone who enjoys end-to-end football as opposed to the tick-attack nonsense that we see nowadays, they will find this a pure joy and just completely bonkers. One thing I did notice playing it again after all these years was that most of the opposing teams did play exactly the same way. Like, everyone had the same style. There was no real difference apart from their consistency of scoring. So, it's a bit similar in that respect. Now, I can't review this game without talking about the goal commentator. Oh my word, what a legend.
Kickoff.
It is without doubt the best sound effect in any sports game I've ever played. It fills you just with this massive sense of excitement, and even before the ball hits the net, you're just getting ready to say it with him.
Free kick.
The stuff of legends. Love it so much. Okay, game modes. What have we got? Well, you've got the classic 2-minute arcade knockout mode, which is great fun. International cups, leagues, tournaments, rankings and versus games too. You can also save replays, which I think is a cool option. It's one of the first games that let you save replays, although the replays don't actually have the commentary on, which is a bit disappointing. So in summary, it's got its problems, but much like Sensible World of Soccer, which I reviewed a while back, once you get your head back into the style of the game, it's actually pretty entertaining. Visually, it may look a bit dated, but the teams, the stadiums, the players, I'd say they're decent enough with that kind of old school Sega arcade style. Menus, clean, clear. On the whole, I'd say visually it's aged pretty well. In terms of sound, the main commentator isn't really great. He's more of an announcer rather than being play-by-play. Music, it's fine. It's arcade. The effects as well, they're a little bit weak, but it's the goal scoring effect again. Stuff of legends. Love it. Okay, good and bad points. What's good? The game captures the pure joy of scoring a goal perfectly. Visually, it still holds up quite well. It's a real challenge to win all the tournaments, and you can score some absolute belters. Bad points, the controls are chaotic and matches can be very frustrating. And it sometimes feels like the outcome is really just out of your hands. Okay, verdict. For me, Virtua Striker 2 brought back fond memories of the Dreamcast and the arcade era of football games. Yes, it is still as frustrating as it was back then, but paired with that frustration is an immeasurable amount of joy and ecstasy when you bang in a last-minute 30-yarder and wake up your neighbours with the insane goal commentary. But yeah, maybe it doesn't accurately capture the technical aspects of the beautiful game, but remember, this was originally an arcade game, and in the arcades, what did you want? You wanted heart-pounding excitement, and that is something Virtua Striker 2 does very well indeed. I really enjoyed playing it again, and despite it not being the best football game out there, I'd say it's probably the best arcade football game of all time. So scoring, I'd give Virtua Striker 2 version 2000.1, I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. Okay, that's the review. Thanks for watching. This is Photography Gamer, signing off. Thank you.